Colton, what are we gonna go do?
We're gonna bring in Christmas trees.
Yes.
Christmas trees.
Look at that little bear baby. Say hi. Say hi.
She's a little sheep.
Yeah. She's sleepy.
She's a lamb.
Let me see that dinosaur.
That's right.
Whoa, look at that. Paxton, what does a dinosaur sound like?
T-Rex.
No, what does it sound like? Roar!
I'll sit over there.
No, I'm going to sit on the end. Move down a little bit. I'll sit right here. And you can sit right next to me. How's that sound? I'm not going to fall off. I want to make sure you don't fall off.
Look at this fam.
Look at Uncle Pat.
We are in lovely Connecticut at a tree farm getting a real Christmas tree, and we're taking a tractor ride to go further down to get some Christmas trees. My sister gets a real tree every year. We used to get a real tree growing up every year. So it's kind of a little nostalgia. And actually, fun fact, this was the same tree farm that we went to every single year as a kid. And it's special, you know, going to this place with my nephews now. So really, really cool. Just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, this place is huge and incredibly cold. So freaking cold. So there they are right here. Look how cute they are with their little jackets. And yeah, we're just on the search for a Christmas tree. It was always funny growing up, trying to find a Christmas tree. It would take us hours and hours to find the perfect tree. You'd go up to one and the tree would be like too skinny on one side, or like missing branches on one side, or like too brown in the middle. So we had another adventure and it took us quite a long time to get a perfect Christmas tree. But it's always fun. It's always a great time. Colton, what do you think about this tree? This tree right here.
You guys, wait.
What do you think about this tree?
Hey, look at that tree. Hey guys, look at that.
Is it a good tree?
Yeah, it is a baby.
Is it too small?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't take it?
Yeah, we can take it.
Okay. Put it in the truck. So after hours and hours of walking around, we finally found this amazing tree. I gotta say, maybe it was worth the wait, because look how full this is. We got my brother-in-law cutting it down with, of course, the kids helping, in quotations. But no, this tree was great, dude. You know, I prefer a taller, skinnier tree, but they like their fat trees. But we finally got it. We finally got it, and it looks great. It's all set up now. It's amazing. Afterwards, we went into, there's like this little craft building. I don't know. They sell like crafts and refreshments and stuff like that. And we went in to see all of the homemade goodies. So a ton of like homemade Christmas decorations and ornaments and things like that. I actually did not pick up anything, but I was tempted. A few things were really cute. They had like wreaths and ornaments, and you guys know that I don't have a lot of Christmas stuff, so I definitely was browsing around, I gotta say. But they did have some really cool things, man. I'm assuming all of this stuff is homemade. Like, it looks homemade in like a good way, you know, not like in a, oh, nice craft. But look at these, dude, the birdhouses. We get a better look towards the end, but if I had like an actual house with a yard, I might think about it. I might think about those birdhouses, dude. But yeah, lots of cool ornaments. Lots of really cool ornaments. Lots of stuff everywhere. It was like a relatively smaller area. I loved that Santa. I should have got that Santa, dude. Every time I see him, I smile. I want that Santa. I probably missed my opportunity though. Look at those birdhouses. Very, very cool. And lots of cool ornaments, some knockoff M&M ornaments. And the best part, afterwards, we got a little hot chocolate and free cookies and a bird. There you go. Well, I got these old moldy bananas, so let's throw them away. No, we're gonna be making some banana bread, dude. Let's make some banana bread. If you have old bananas, how dare you throw them away? Yeah, so today we're gonna be making banana bread, gluten-free banana bread. This is a recipe I have not tried before, so hopefully it comes out good. Banana bread, like it should be fine, even without real flour, because of the bananas, the eggs, the butter, the sugar. Like it should bind pretty well. So I'm gonna get this started. It's a very easy recipe. Okay. Down in the description will be the recipe, but basically you put all the wet ingredients in, you put all the dry ingredients in, and then you combine them and put them in the loaf pan. It's super easy. So let's get started. All right, so this is a very simple recipe. We have all of the wet ingredients, including, I ended up using 3.5 of the bananas. Listen, you know how like girls like flowers? You're a girl, right? You know how girls like flowers and chocolate and yapping? No, I'm kidding. They like flowers, right? Guys like banana bread. I don't know if you knew that. So you should probably watch this video a little bit more closer. But yeah, so this is just the bananas, the sugar, which by the way, in the recipe below, it calls for 3/4 cup, I think, of just regular granulated sugar. What I did is I did 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and then 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You'll thank me later. I can't give away my secrets. It just makes it more richer. It makes it more richer, and it has that nice molassesy kind of flavor here. Just mashing this up. This is the wet ingredients. Also in here is the melted butter, a beaten egg, and then it calls for vanilla extracts, but I put some whiskey in there. Honestly, rum would have been better. I don't have rum, but like any sort of extract or alcohol would be fine. I would recommend vanilla though if you have it. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna mash it up a little bit more later. But in this bowl, we are using gluten-free flour. So I got this at Trader Joe's, and on the package it says can be used as a 1-to-1 substitute for regular flour or wheat flour. I've kind of messed around in the past with like gluten-free stuff, and it comes out good. I know that wasn't convincing, but like for something like this, like a quick bread, I think it would be fine. So this recipe calls for 1.5 cups. And yes, my measuring cups are heart-shaped, okay? I don't want to read any comments about that, all right? All right, let's get this out. But yeah, this recipe is so easy to make. And I want to say you could even do this same recipe, but just use regular flour if you want. Okay. 1.5 cups of flour. And then we have our baking powder. In baking, you don't really need to measure, right? You can just put whatever in. No, that's wrong. Baking is a science, okay? You gotta put in is the exact amount. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3/4 tablespoon of that. We have 3/4 tablespoons of baking soda. And then, it says a tablespoon of salt. Honestly, I'm just going to do like a pretty generous pinch of salt here. And I believe that is it. We're just going to whisk this up. Very simple. You can even go fancy and like mix these together, add in chocolate chips. Or at the very end, you can add like a glaze over it. But honestly, I just want my banana bread, damn it. Okay. I'm gonna mash this up a little bit more. All right, and now literally all we do is add the dry ingredients, which are all whisked up nicely, into the wet mixture, which, you know, is gonna have some banana pieces in it, but that's fine. I would try to like mash it down as much as you can, but it should be fine. All right, let's add this in here. I like to pretty much add this maybe a third at a time. Our oven is preheated to 350. All right, let's just add the rest of that in. So this is the point where you would add chocolate chips or walnuts. I know a lot of people like doing that. I'm not a big nuts in my, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'm not a big walnut in my banana bread kind of guy, all right? All right, let's mix this up. And honestly, you don't have to like go crazy with this, just until it's combined. And then we have our loaf pan here. Basically what I'm gonna do is I am going to spray this with cooking spray, put a little bit of that gluten-free flour, sprinkle it all over, coat it nicely, and then transfer this and put it in the damn oven. Yeah, it's a little hard to do this one-handed, but basically we're just gonna spray in here and then coat the entire bottom. I'll show you what it looks like after this, but that's the best way to coat a pan. All right, here you go. A nice light coating in here, and then you're just gonna pour this on top, dude. Easy. I mean, this looks like a pretty good recipe. I gotta maybe start keeping gluten-free in mind. My mom cannot eat gluten, unfortunately. And I like to bake for the holidays, so I would like to bring stuff. So this is just me testing out recipes. All right, here we go. That's all in there. So this is gonna go in the oven, 350. They say 50 minutes, but I'm probably gonna check this at like 45 minutes and we'll see how it is. But it looks pretty good, dude. Yeah, I'll tell you how it goes. Here we go. This is after 50 minutes, 5-0. Honestly, it looked done after 45. I just kind of put it in to make sure, but basically, if it springs back when you push it down, it is good. Also, I did stick something in the middle just to see if any batter came off, but dude, this looks really good and smells absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna let this cool and then we'll try it. But yeah, I mean, so far, smells amazing, looks amazing. Pretty good recipe. It's done. It looks pretty good. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's cut into it. I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna cut into the middle. Wait a second. It's quite banana-y. All right, let's do a nice slice. The only thing I'm worried about with gluten-free is it being on the dry side. But it honestly looks like really good. Here's my little piece. Let's try it. Mmm, that's really good. That's good. All right. So, would I prefer this or banana bread made with like flour, like normal? I think I'd prefer the normal, but honestly, this isn't bad. The bananas, I don't know if you could see. I could have like mashed the wet mixture a little bit more, but honestly, I like having like bigger banana pieces, so this is pretty good. This is a pass. If you're gluten-free, this might be a good recipe if you like banana bread.